Good afternoon and welcome to an abbreviated version of the Midday News. I'm Carrie Ann Simpson. Three men, Delroy Brahma, Omar Nugent, and Jamie White, were convicted of cocaine trafficking charges in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. They received sentences of 6 months in prison or fines totaling 5.5 million Jamaican dollars, with the option to serve concurrent charges if fines are unpaid. The men were arrested on December 26, 2022 after being caught with 463 kilograms of cocaine off the coast of Moran Point, St. Thomas. Vendors who operate at the Port Antonio Market in Portland are upset about the temporary space assigned to them while the market is being renovated. The facility was ravaged by fire last year.
Them box can't work with no time. Them box are too small for one in this box.
The stall, the light, the skip, the water. All those is a concern, a red flag.
Don't raise the market fee because we don't know if we're going to do business around here very well.
We are not coming around here and we are not going to accept this.
Residents of Goshen District off the Lincoln Road in Brownstown, St. Anne are appealing to the Jamaica Public Service to restore their electricity. They say despite the community not being adversely affected by the recent hurricane, they remain without power.
When the storm come, I miss a bigger storm than this for Gilbert come and we never in a light so long. And when the storm come until now, I mean one in a big house with candle burn me up and kill me.
We want to know from JPS or from our councillor and our MP what is the matter if we not pay tax or something.
And it was a similar situation in Braze River in St. Elizabeth. Residents blocked the main road from Wilton to Balaclava for the second consecutive day, demanding the restoration of electricity and water in their community. Taxi operators and motorists were forced to take longer routes to travel between Santa Cruz, Balaclava, and surrounding areas. The protesters are threatening to block the main Mandeville to Santa Cruz road if their demands are not met. With the Emancipation and Independence holidays upon us, Culture Minister Olivia Grange has announced that focus will be placed on getting victims of Hurricane Beryl back on their feet.
And so at every event, we will be, the Red Cross will be there to receive offerings, which will be used towards some of the rehabilitation of those who have suffered.
The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation KSAMC says it's clamping down on property owners in the corporate area who fail to keep their properties clean. City Inspector Alric Francis says they will face prosecution.
The court, if we should take these individuals to court, can be fined up to $1 million. We're asking persons to comply, with these notices. Clean up your place. Clean up your property.
In business news, more money was spent on importation of fuel and lubricants in the first 3 months of 2024. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica says the value of goods coming into the country for this group went up by 2.2%, valued at $544.4 million US. It says this was due to increased spending on crude oil and motor spirit. A landslide in southern India has killed at least 73 people. Rescue and relief operations are underway. It's unclear how many others are trapped. And we have the latest in this sports report.
Like was the case in previous years, Jamaica could find itself scrambling to ensure it has enough athletes to qualify the women's 4x100 meter team for the final at these Olympic Games here in Paris, France. This, according to coach Stephen Francis, who chided the Jamaica Olympic Association for not putting measures in place to accommodate AP alternate athletes in the French capital. Two of the members of the women's 4x100 meter pool, Sharika Jackson and Tia Clayton, are within Francis's MVP track club camp. Shelley and Fraser Price and Shashali Forbes are also listed, but Kemba Nelson, who was named as alternate, is not in Paris.
I mean, if I was Kemba Nelson, I wouldn't be coming back anywhere. I would stay in Spain, and whatever happens, happens. But I know that they're not going to have enough people for the 4x1 women. So you're probably not going to have a team, right? And when all that needs to happen is that the GOA find a hotel next door, put up the people, give them some food, right? And they come in and run in exchange for somebody else as needed. But Maybe the management of that is above my pay grade because I really can't see the problem, except jealousy and stupidity.
The women's 200-meter final will be run on August 6, with the women's 4x1 heats set for August 8. From Paris, France, I'm Jordan Fort for TVJ Sports.
And that's the midday news. Join us at 7 for primetime news. I'm Carrie Simpson.